Hey, it's Rob again. I got another video to show you. My good friend Kevin here has been working hard all winter long on this beautiful new boat he picked up, and he's going to talk about it and tell us all the details of the boat. And I'm going to walk around and show you some up-close videos while he starts telling us about the boat. Welcome to the video, Kevin.
Thanks, Rob. Good to see you again, buddy. Um, Newest project for the winter here is a new cat for my racing season this year. It's AC model boats. This hull is actually an older hull. As I call it, new old stock. It's 10 years old, but it was never drilled. It was never fit. It was just a clean pallet, as they say. Clean canvas. It's 44 inches long. It's a R42 Cat. Great hull, good design. We're running a big block motor in it. It's my standard, using Speedmaster hardware for a rudder and our strut. Running a 6717 529 pitch. So we got a lot of push on this, got a lot of torque out of this thing. It was a really fun build. I love the paint job on this. The paint job is almost too good to race, but I'll take my chances. A beautiful airbrush job. I didn't do it myself. The gentleman that I got the boat from had it done, but a gorgeous blue flame on this. Not really a flame, but a water wash. It just, in the sun, it's breathtaking. I just hope I don't bang it up. So I'm going to go into this boat a little deeper here now. We're going to pull off the cowl and take a look under here. It's a nice, easy setup for racing. We've got the underside's all fiberglass. Nice, strong construction. They do a great job with these boats. First time I've had one, but I've heard nothing but good about them. We're running a BH Hansen 30 Pro Mod, which is a 28.5 beefed up to about 29.5 cc's. Al at BH Hansen does a phenomenal job on these motors. Always had good luck with them. As long as you take care of them, the motor will take care of itself, but you got to take care of them. Always remember, and I won't get too much into detail, but whenever you run these boats, two things you always must do. You flush your water lines, which is for your cooling jacket on your head and for your exhaust. Always flush these out with WD-40 every time you're done playing with them at the pond. Two reasons to do that. One, it gets the pond water out of the head and the cooling jacket so you don't get scaling. But moreoverly, if you're playing one place and they got a certain type of weed, you don't want to bring that type of weed to another pond. Just for thought. And make sure you blow the inside of the motors out. I always use Corrosion X. It's the best stuff you can use because no matter how dry you try and keep these, they're boats, they're on the water, you're going to get water inside that motor. Corrosion X, I can take a motor apart after running it all year, and using Corrosion X, it looks like it just came out of the box. So just a little something to remember. A couple special things on this. I run actually a aluminum angle block that I got from CNC Racing out of Australia. Great for alignment on these cats. Instead of trying to build a stuffing box, it's well worth to get it because it's perfect alignment on through the bottom of the boat and nice and smooth exit. We got linkage set up. We're hard piped all the way over for the carburetor. Obviously our tubing and everything else is the same. I go with a pulley instead of pull starts because I can't use my shoulders anymore. But these guys are the ticket to start the boat. It's a lot easier than pull starting. Electric start, boom, they start right up. Standard 500 milliliter bag. So I use these bags. I don't really like the tanks in these because the movement and the racing on them. Standard stuff on the back end. Little kind of nice fittings right here that really super strong. I'll show you again inside the radio box. They come from a guy down in Florida, John Otto from Fuel Technologies. They're sweet little because they bolt right underneath and you got full adjustment on them. Nice little things. So we're going to open up the open up the radio box. And I always use Savox waterproof servos, even though it's a tight box. I love these Savox. They're gear driven, excellent. I changed up this year and I went with aluminum control arms, just because of the torque and the stiffness that this boat's going to produce. These things don't bend, they don't break, you don't have to worry about them. Once again, there's another one of those connectors here. You can see the bottom of it, how it fits right in there. Works really, really nice. I'm going to let Rob do a little bit more video in, and I'll be right back. You want to stop or you want to keep
Okay,
going?
no, that's good, Kev.
I'm going to go grab the radio.
Thanks for the tour of the boat so far. This is a incredible model. The attention to detail is just top notch. The paint job is just so cool, flawless. I mean, the guy who painted this did a great job. As you guys can see, looking at the light blue stripes, I guess it was airbrushed in there, Kevin was told. And it just came out really nice. Just enough detail, it's not too much. And then he covered it with clear coat and really gave the boat a nice shine. This boat is, like he said, almost too nice to put in the water. But I'm going to try to convince him not to race it. But Kevin will race everything he has until the parts fall off. That's just the way he does things.
And then we'll do it again.
And then he'll build another boat next winter.
I don't know about that, Rob. The wife wants me to start changing the doors in the house. She said no more built boats next year, so we'll see.
All right, well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't think you've gone a year without building a boat. So,
No, I haven't. Just a couple things with the radio box, guys. I'm a firm believer. Everybody has their different feels and senses on this. But if a boat is going to crash, if you're going to lose control of a boat and it's going to hit the pond, 99% of the time, it's not the radio's fault. And it's not the boat's fault. It is the connection between your transmitter's control and your radio box and the receiver. Okay? You got to make sure you clip the battery to the switch on-off switch. I get a little overboard. These are clips that hold it together because these boats really shake. When they're going down 65 plus miles an hour, they're shaking, okay? So we always do a double connect. I do a servo connection here and a wire tie around them. They don't come loose. I've never lost a boat until I didn't do these.
Great tip, Kevin. I've even seen guys do that on model airplanes too. So same thing.
Yep.
You don't want to lose your plane in the sky.
No. And at least with boats, we can just let go of the throttle. Yeah. Planes, you can't. All right, let's turn this on a little here. We're going to crank up the radio. Everything's got really nice, smooth, very smooth action on it. Not too fast because you don't want too much speed on these things, especially in the turns. Got great proportionality, good watertight. We're watertight here as well as into the backside of the radio box. And then we've got full throttle here. We've got a nice throttle range on this. Nice and easy. Got full throttle. And we can kick back and shut it right down. That's the key. You've got to be able to shut these things down when they're coming out for a race. So it's nice and smooth. Everybody works good. Nice and smooth linkage. And as you can see, especially with these on the linkage here, Rob, I always hard bolt these. I don't like using the pins where you push it on and connect it. Inevitably, these motors are really nice and they're built with a lot of power. But they shake. There's no question about it. And you get that vibration along with bouncing around, it is inevitable that is going to pop right off of the carb and you're going to be dead in the water. And you're going to go, why did the boat die? And all of a sudden you bring it in and it came loose. You push it back on, you go out, you run 2-3 times, nothing happens. The next time you race it, boom, happens again.
Yeah, that's a great tip. That's a great tip.
So I always keep everybody with flexible link rods, all solids, hard fits, no problems.
I assume those are nylon nuts on there, right?
Yes,
Kev, so they
all
don't come
nylon
loose.
lock nuts. I run what they call a shaft saver down here, as we can see. A lot of guys don't like them. They say they off balance the motor, but when I've got $120 to $130 pop on the back end and the collet slips, I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So that's what we've got.
Very nicely built, Kev. You did a great job on this.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully when the snow melts here in gorgeous upstate New York, we can get it in the water, and I'll get back with Rob, and we can see this thing go around the pond.
All right, yeah, we definitely want to see this in the water. So 2 more things, Kev. First is we love your sweatshirt, so I got to put that on video here. That's awesome. That's classic.
That's
Love
a
it.
wife's present.
Love it. And last thing is, I heard you make your own custom stands, and you've come up with a new technique. So
Well,
show us what you
yes,
got.
a good friend of mine, I won't bring up any names, but a very good friend of mine that I boat with had this great design for a boat stand. And when I saw it, I thought to myself, how ingenious can this be? And it is so simple. It's lightweight, it's easy. All it is foam. That's all it is, with obviously some stiffening, but let me go through it. These are kneeling pads from Harbor Freight, about $7, okay? The beauty of it is they already have a handle on it, so you can carry that kneeling pad whenever you're working. So what we do is we take the pad, we cut it directly in the middle, right in half, okay? And then we buy these foam, they're actually foam exercise rollers. You can get them at Walmart. I buy these at Five Below. $5. They're full circled. You take them, you shave them to fit, okay? Get a piece of 1/4 inch all thread. I just buy a 2-foot piece and cut them. Put nylon bolt on it, lock it in with a little cover right there. Nice piece of 1/8 inch ply. And these things are strong. You can drop them. They don't break. They weigh about 1.2 pounds. But the beauty of this is that, and I'll show you as we go here, the beauty of this stand, there's one underneath this boat right now. I built a couple of them because then when you go to race or you go to the pond, you don't have to worry about carrying this big bulky stand to put the boat on. So you're carrying a bunch of stuff and you got a wagon or whatever. It's so easy. If we just lock this top down here real quick, okay, just like we do if we're racing and the motor's running, pick it up, one arm for the boat, one arm for the stand. It's a beautiful thing. And you don't have to worry about a big stand. They can get wet, they're lightweight, and they cost nothing.
Awesome, Kev. That is a great tip. I'm going to start making those too for my boats.
Like I said, the buddy of mine who came up with the design, he's really, he thinks outside the box all the time. And this was one of his creations last year or year before. And I asked him if I could copy it. And he didn't say no. So I did it.
All right. Hey, thanks, Kev. Thanks for
Okay.
showing us this new build.
Yes,
Can't
my
wait to see it in the
pleasure,
water. And hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you on the
great
next
day, y'all.
video. Bye.